Right, we haven't actually named our film yet, but if you want, you can suggest something. Right, when a series of unexplainable killings occur after 2 colleagues go missing, accusations fly, but can appearances be deceiving? That's our tagline.
This is our storyboard. It's a basic one, obviously not the workshops. Is that even that much bigger? I don't know. Anyway,
You can get it closer by putting it on the table, Laura.
okay, right. It starts off with like the the producers and stuff cast on like a black screen with the sound of a car like not starting in the background. And then it goes to a woman, like she's can't get her car to start, and she's like her phone's out of battery and she has no money or anything. And then she starts walking home. It's after work. She's in her work clothes and stuff. And yeah, it's the evening. And then a car pulls up next to her. And it's a guy that she knows from work, not very well, and he's kind of shady looking, but overly friendly. And then, then she agrees to get a lift home with him because she has nothing else to do, and it's raining and stuff. And then she talks to him about where she's going, and then they drive off. And then when there's the title on the back screen, you hear the noise of a radio in the background and police reporting 2 people missing.
The settings and location, we were thinking like a dimly lit street, like near where the woman would be working. And we've got a shot inside a car as well. The characters, it's like a woman in her 30s and she's wearing like business dressed, and the man looks really like creepy and he's like a bit older than her. Yeah, so the plot is like they go missing after they've driven off, and the police suspect that the man has like killed her or something. And the evidence, because loads of other people get murdered as well and like go missing. Yeah, it turns out we got a twist, and it's the woman in the end. That's
Okay.
the rest of the film, by the way. Not just the movie.
See how they're clarifying everything today? Before you give feedback, Josh, you need to come. Oh, hands up. Callum.
You sure you can get 2 minutes out of that?
Yeah, that's not all the shots.
Because you've got getting out of the car, getting in the car.
She's going to be
Bit
walking for a
dialogue.
little bit and stuff.
Okay, and you sure it's going to be enough narrative hooks in that to draw an audience in?
I think so, with the like why is she just getting in the car, as long as you don't play it like she knows him. Like if it's just a woman getting in some random's car, she's walking, she's not hitchhiking or anything. I think that's a narrative hook, and then do the titles.
Safe.
I think to pull it off, you might have to really look into getting a really good male actor, because he has to pull off like the sort of shady man and friendly and stuff. Because if you just got someone who can act very well, the audience wouldn't really be able to understand what his personality would be like.
What's this radio broadcast at the end going to say, approximately?
Just that 2 people have gone missing.
So both the man and the woman go missing?
Yeah.
Because it turns out the woman's the murderer. Ooh.
And who dies?
Twist, man.
The man?
Man.
Why is he shady?
Well, because a lot of men are shady.
Thing is, isn't there a bit...
You think that it's going to be him, like you suspect it's going to be him, and then...
Isn't it a bit odd that they both go missing though? Wouldn't it make more sense conventionally that the woman would be missing?
Yeah, but the rest of the plot don't matter too much.
Oh no, but I'm on about the
Radio report. Yeah, that's a good point
If it
actually.
says they're both missing, that just doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, that's a good point. You could just be, and that could be the cliffhanger at the end of the opening, is that it's actually the bloke that's gone missing, not the woman. Whereas when we're watching
that's a
the,
good point, yeah,
that makes
Because
sense.
that could mislead your audience to thinking that the
Yeah.
killer killed both of them. people.
Yeah.
It's a little bit the
Yeah,
whole
especially-
the whole way you're building up to this idea that the man's a bit creepy and the woman's just getting in the car
Mhm.
innocent,
They're gonna
Mhm.
have
and then you say at the end that the man's gone missing.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
bit.
just
Good
she,
point.
Like, killed the man, but then moved to another town. So
Yeah, but-
that's why she went missing.
Scratch that.
Okay.
Lou.
Have you thought about costumes for your male? Because if he looks shady, it's difficult just to. And if you're hiring an actor, it's going to be a bit like, we hired you because you're shady. So you want to think about costume quite carefully with that.
Yeah, well, we were going to do it like their colleagues, so they'd be dressed round about the same, but he just had something like a look about him that kind of suggested.
You want to be
that
careful about when you
he was
phrase that to your
creepy.
actor.
Yeah, I know.
I know if you're going to play it like it's the woman that's doing it, when you get in the car, you want to kind of establish a relationship and not put too much detail into it. So you're going to kind of need to have a recognition with the woman and the man. If you go into detail with the man, it'll be too much tenor between the two of them.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you kind of keep that quite low in the relationship.
But you want to make sure you know their colleagues, son, because I
Yeah.
don't know. But if they're colleagues, then yeah, she should like recognise them. And you should probably like a little bit so people realise that,
Yeah.
but don't get too much into it.
It could be a one-liner, couldn't it? You know, oh,
I
you
think only
finished
really
early
need
today or
some-
something.
Yeah,
you-
he was
you
just
could do
gonna
just some-
mention about work or something.
Yeah.
But they don't actually know each other very well.
Yeah.
Sort of.
To do a
Yeah.
lot of shots of just his expressions, like shady little looks across to her and things. You don't really need
Yeah,
much
yeah.
dialogue between the two.
Yeah. I was going to say the other way, shady looks from her, but that actually works better from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the shot where you're shooting from behind them in the car, yeah? You should do a lot of like silence and then like little bits
Yeah.
of small talk and then
Mm.
like sort of
Exactly.
and then silence, and you could probably build that for like a minute or whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it'll build up
Build
so
up
much
awkwardness,
tension in
yeah.
the first
Yeah.
like minute or two.
That horrible, uncomfortable
Yeah.
feeling,
And
yeah.
then you get the feeling that something's coming, and then
Mm.
but you find
Yeah.
out like the man's
Exactly.
gone missing.
Yeah.
It's quite a little clever little twist if you do that little police radio at the end, and you've got this whole creepy shady man.
But if you do the radio where it's the man's gone missing, I think everyone right off the bat is going to think it's the woman. So
Yeah.
you don't have to worry too much about the rest of your plot, but you're
Yeah.
going to have to change it a little bit because it'll be straight up obvious that's her. But yeah.
When you're actually filming, try and refrain from putting sound filler in, because a lot of people underestimate the effect that silence has, and you can often get a lot more effect just from a little bit of silence than you can from some sort of
Yeah.
just sample filler.
Mm. Callum, just want to say something?
Just looking at costumes and stuff like that, and you're saying you want to establish some sort of working relationship between them two. You just really simple name tags, similar to each other.
Yeah.
That's a really
Have
good
the logo
idea.
Or something.
Dress
Yeah.
similar, even if one's going to look shady obviously than the other, but you know you can the audience will establish that they may be working together just from a name tag.
I don't think you
Yeah.
particularly need to go for this like naff, shady man, top hat sort of look. It's just go for the simple
Toilet muscle.
like
You know.
shady looks and
He
his
doesn't even
expressions.
Yeah,
You just
that's
need
what we- Try and play more expression.
make it feel like really.
He should just be a
Claustrophobic
bit
in the
odd.
car.
He should just be a bit odd in his
Yeah,
exactly,
mid
yeah.
40s maybe.
Yeah.
Everyone is
Sorry.
mid
Voice is really odd.
No, but like if he's like an odd looking bloke.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
he's, like,
you're
balding
right.
With, like,
Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
hair he's got left and like some weird glasses and that. Sorry, Cal.
Josh, did you want to?
I'm weird.
Could you say like instead of the man going missing, could the police radio say that he's been found dead and that the woman's missing? Because then it's kind of like she's fled from it, but you don't know whether she's ran away or whether she's been killed as well.
It's one idea, but it might
That leaves-
complicate
that
it
leaves too much
slightly.
closed
I think it's just a little bit
Yeah.
too much. I
Just
think
say-
it needs to be really simple.
Yeah.
Just say they're
That
missing.
closes one whole side of the hook,
Yeah.
which you want to leave open.
Just say they're missing, because then the audience can establish.
Yeah, what you got to remember
what's
is the
happened.
first 2 minutes of a feature film. You've got to
I think you should
Yeah.
say both have gone missing actually.
Just missing, no murder, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Just
I think you
missing.
should say both of them have gone missing, not just the bloke.
I'm
Really
sceptical of that.
That's
Yeah, I
what I
don't-
think we're going to do.
Personally, I reckon both
I
have
don't-
more effect.
I don't-
Yeah, because I don't think it doesn't matter too much, and if you do say the bloke's gone missing, everyone's going to straight away know it's the woman. You know?
Yeah, but I think you've got enough there that there's still.
Either way, it's going to work as a narrative hook, so it don't matter.
Okay.
I think it's down to personal choice.
James, what were you going to say?
I might be getting a bit picky, but what are the chances of a car breaking down and having no money and no phone and doing us a
She
little
has a
bit?
phone, it's just out of battery.
It could be a clever ploy. It could be a clever ploy to get
Yeah.
somebody in her car.
He could
Hit,
have
get into someone else's
She's
car.
He could have stolen her purse while they were at work.
No,
Or she
he's.
could just,
Oh,
like,
she's the one that would do it.
Exactly, she
Because
just
she's the
said
one
she's
that
got
gets
some
it, so
money.
she's
Hidden her
Yeah,
purse.
it could be like a massive fake ploy.
Could,
Tawny?
like, she kind of see him get into the car and then purposely like ruin her phone or something to kind of make it seem as if.
I think we're giving too much detail.
I think we are.
I think we are. Literally, like, you know.
I think we're making the film
now.
now.
Cash in your pocket and a phone. You're still getting someone else's car.
If she's the murderer,
fine.
don't have her try and start a car and it doesn't work. Just have her come out of work and like start walking it and then say in the car something about her car's not working. Otherwise, it's like, well, her car actually isn't working.
And that should be
there's too much coincidence for somebody's going to murder somebody.
Yeah, because a car could be. You don't need the car breaking down. It could be anywhere.
A random woman doesn't just suddenly think I'm going to murder you.
I like the car idea.
I like the car idea.
But do you know what?
Yeah. She's going to murder someone.
No, exactly. It could be opportunist. She could be an opportunist.
Or just randomly kill her colleague.
Why the hell not?
If she's going to go
If you're psychotic, then who's explaining anything?
Yeah, but she's not psychotic. If she's
Or
not
it
psychotic
could be
enough
like,
to plan it.
it could be like,
She's psychotic enough to plan it, so.
she could be like, if she's going to psychotic thing, like, she assumes, like, it could always, like, be men, and she's always, like, thinking, like, out of nowhere, she'll just think they're coming onto her, and then she kills them all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Done.
Something on and she
Yeah, yeah. We don't have to see that. We can just imagine that
I
bit.
think the most
She's been brainwashed by the CIA, so every time her car doesn't start, she flips out and has to murder someone.
Yeah, right. You can shut up now.
oh, that's a twist.
Keep it simple.
I think the most important part
You
is
don't listen to these guys. Just keep it simple.
interaction in the car to make it feel like claustrophobic and a bit awkward between them, but
Yeah.
not too explicit.
I think you should do loads of like the shots from the back and then a lot of reverse shots of them in close-ups on them, but like getting both of them in, like taking it from the side of them and getting both of them in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about doing what do you call it? The soft focus. Don't worry about doing any of that stuff. That would be cool though. But but yeah, just get both of them in and then reverse to the back with a lot of silence. And then to their faces and maybe small talk and then reverse.
Oh,
You
nice.
should do a lot of that.
Yeah, that looks good.
Technical point, have you got enough sort of scope for different shots and techniques? So if it's all in a car, you haven't got much.
Yeah, but it's only 2 minutes, Lou, so it doesn't matter. You know, it's not like you're making a 5-6 minute film here.
Well, I wasn't sure.
Have you got actors or actors in mind? Have you got? I'm not going to say have you got family. Have you got? Have you just because like half these people when you go and stand out don't come through, but if you just got like backups, older people in your family and stuff.
So you're asking if they got creepy people in their family?
I'm asking if they've got someone who can act creepy. Not.
I think like yours needs like good acting most out of like, all of them.
Definitely.
Like, and it needs to be subtle acting. It can't be like over top. It needs to be really subtle and just small talking.
Yeah, but
like
just
facial
from
expressions.
technical point of technicalities, have you got backups?
Yeah.
In just people you know.
The film in West, like where I live, so.
You can easily get into touch with someone who will do lots of creepy.
James?
Actors, make sure you buy them lunch.
Yeah, they know that, Louis. James?